Hi beauties, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you 7 plus 1 maybe or 8 habits that I try to incorporate in my daily life that help me to de-stress from mostly work, so I can really relax and calm down and actually have the best energy possible, because I try to keep that so-called work-life balance. And I love my job a lot. I do have a lot of fun in my job, but still there are times when it stresses me, and that is normal and that is okay. But it is just something that I need to take myself out of, so I don't get too much in that anxious state where I can focus and can perform my best. So that is why I'm trying to share those tips with you, and hopefully they can help you as well. So let's get started. So the first, and I think the single most important habit I try to incorporate in my daily life to really distress is trying to get 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes this is impossible for me. There are times when I just can't do it, when I sleep like 6 hours, and that is not enough for me. I only function properly when I sleep 8 hours a night. And the bad part, and I don't know where we humans went wrong in that, but we can't build up sleep. So that is something where I'll be like, I wish I could build up sleep, that would help, but sadly we can't. So I try to stick with at least 7 hours. The best version of myself is always when I get 8 hours of sleep. So that is what I try to do. Okay, so the second thing I always try to do every day is drink enough water. I know this is so basic and everyone is saying it all the time, but it truly does make a difference. I really try to drink water. I try not to drink any soda or anything that's sweetened, even though I love that stuff, but I can drink that like on top. But I try to drink my 2 liters of water every single day, and then drink like sodas or coffee or anything kind of more for me, my soul on top. But water is really important, and it does make a huge difference, not only to my energy but also to my skin. It does. I mean, everyone knows that that is like the single most important thing next to sleep. So I already have like those things incorporated in nearly every day, and these are really good for my mental health. And the third part that kind of like is combined with those two is eat very good and nutritious meals. I try to cook fresh once a day. On good days I try to do it twice, but obviously I don't have any superpowers where I have like, I don't know, 40 hours in a day. So I try to do that at least once a day, to really cook fresh, eat something warm. I usually do that for dinner, even though I wish I would do that for lunch and breakfast, just because those are the meals that would give me more energy throughout the day. But I really struggle with doing good breakfast. It's just a time where I'm probably most stressed is in the morning, and lunch is just like packed. The next thing I'm trying to do every day to de-stress is actually go for a walk. Obviously I have a dog, so that is an easy one, that I do that. Try to do 1 hour walk every single day at least. For me, a short walk is an hour with him. He needs a lot of walking outside, and I try to give him that. Then the next part is that actually I try to have some time during the day, usually at night, where I don't use any kind of technology, where I don't listen to music or don't watch TV, don't watch any Netflix, any kind of like that. I don't listen to any podcasts. I don't sit in front of my laptop, nothing whatsoever. I really try to have that kind of like digital detox without any kind of technology. So yeah, I really try to have that like tech-free time where I do a lot of like self-care in terms of like reading and have that slow time. For me, that's a real like slow time where I sit back, don't mind the watch, and just like read as long as I want to. That's why I try to do that in the evenings. And the next part is actually to have some kind of to-do list that I have usually lying next to my bed, or I use the phone for that. So whenever I go to bed, usually that's the time where a lot of things come to mind. Everything in your mind just adds up, and for me that never worked, because then I like couldn't fall asleep because I was thinking of all the things that I need to do the next day or this week. So that's why I write all of the things down that I know for a fact that I will not forget them. So this helps me to really kind of like shut down my brain at night, really sit down, put everything on my list there, and then, you know, I can like fall asleep peacefully because I know I will not forget anything. And the next and last habit or thing I try to incorporate every day, I am someone who gets a lot of energy by just being by myself and really kind of like slowing down, but still, even though I'm kind of more a person who like gets energy of spending time with myself, I need to have that social time. Luckily for me, I do have that quite a lot with work, because I do work with a lot of people and have great like work relationships, but still I need to, you know, have some time with friends and family outside of work. So I try to keep it in a balance. So I try to have it like, let's say, okay, one day I have me time, the next day I have time with family, the day after I have like back to me time, day after I have a time with friends. So that is kind of how I look at it as a whole for the whole week, and then decide that I have enough of like balanced time with friends and family and also with myself, because like my work takes up so much time and so much space of my life, and I love that and I really do enjoy that I don't have the energy every single night to go out with friends and family. I just don't. I am not a person like that. I was a person like that, and it worked for me for a couple of years pretty well, but now I'm just not in that place anymore, and I need to get my energy from spending time alone by myself at home, I don't know, reading my books or like following the habits that I just shared. So I try to do that and keep that in balance. I hope this helps you in maybe getting some ideas on how you can de-stress before and after work. It kind of is a process and every day is different, but if you can just incorporate one or two things that I do that help you have more energy and actually being more happy with how you're feeling, then that is all that I could wish for. So thank you so much for watching, and see you.